My name is Benito Fernandez. I'm the CTO and co-founder of the Whisper company. And we are the solution for high trust environments, the protectors of your digital information. We live in a trustless world. Our digital life has been hijacked. Our phone's information is not private from wandering eyes, nor secure from hackers. Let me ask you a question. Would you feel comfortable walking away from your unlocked phone? Most people wouldn't, but I would. Are you tired of the status quo? Would you give your unlocked phone to a hacker? Well, you already do, every day. We are all familiar with this picture. Whether it's the government, foreign spies, bad actors, cyber criminals, or even competitors, many people are looking at the information in your phone. We do everything with our mobile devices. Our professional, social, and personal interactions have gone mobile. And despite all the cybersecurity advancements, those actions are not secure. How about when you're at the airport? Even the office is insecure. Are you safe from prying eyes? In fact, if you don't think so, a Fortune 500 company did a study in their own offices, shockingly revealing that visual eavesdroppers were able to access sensitive information 88% of the time they tried. Most high-trust applications like your banking apps use multi-factor authentication or other forms of identity access management to give you access to their apps. Some even use biometrics like Face ID or thumbprint. The most common deterrents they use is auto timeout and two-factor authentication. But they have their own issues. Auto timeout is vulnerable, and that time before the time the logout comes, your phone is vulnerable. The same thing with two-factor authentication. It's annoying. You have to get out of the app, look for a code, or enter a password, and then come back. It's time, you waste time, and it's not secure. Those 6 digits don't go to you, go to your phone. Anybody with physical access can enter those numbers. So, who can you trust? Do you trust Facebook, WhatsApp, Signal, Google, Samsung, or even Apple? Or have you given up knowing that your information is not yours? We should demand privacy and security of our digital life that you can trust. But wait a minute, don't panic. What if you could instantly pause your session when you put down your device and instantly resume when you only pick it up? That's where our CEO, Alejandro, had the aha moment. Why not persistent authentication? Always check that the authorized user is using the app or phone, and not to mention that current authentication is vulnerable and a headache. No more outdated, slow, and vulnerable authentication. Continuous authentication enables a more secure user interface that instantly pauses when you're not there and obfuscates the screen. That reduces risk and also allows for a frictionless user experience that instantly resumes when you're back, when you pick up your phone. It's seamless. But you don't have to wait. It's here, brought to you by us. We are the last mile in a secure framework. That last moment before the user can see and use the device. Many apps have security mechanisms like back-end identity as a service, KYC onboarding, to name a few. But after the app has authenticated the user, that last mile is insecure. It shows the information and allows access to the authenticated user, but it also displays information and allows access to anybody that physically holds the phone or a visual hacker before you. That's where we step in. We allow you, the authenticated user, to use your phone, but if there is a shoulder surfer or an unauthorized person trying to access your phone, it will block them. There are many players, some of them big, in the identity and privilege access management, multi-factor authentication, ID as a service, and securing the backend. But we don't think of them as competitors. We believe that we can partner with them. We focus in that last mile that they have ignored. So we really complement each other. Our founding team is uniquely poised to solve this problem. With 60 years of experience in cybersecurity, quantum-resistant encryption, AI, and biometrics, as well as expertise in startups, with 12 combined startups and 50 years under our belts. Our advisors have over 70 years experience in fields that complete our team. One of our core technologies, quantum-resistant encryption, started at the University of Texas with the Center for Identity funding. That resulted in the quantum-resistant encryption patent. Later, we validated product market fit with an NSF I-Corp grant. And with an SBIR, we built a proof of concept prototype for industrial IoT. But IoT moved very slow. So after our aha moment, we pivot to peer-to-peer communications, like many startups do. After going stealth and filing for the PUA patent, we got selected to the Mass Challenge Accelerator as a capital factory venture portfolio company, and we are in the middle of Expert Dojo's accelerator program. In Q1, we launched Invisible Ink, our iOS demonstrator app, which is premium. And in Q3 of this year, we released our API for iOS and Android. Our business model has 3 tiers. The freemium Invisible Ink, currently in iOS, have grown organically to 600 plus downloads without advertising. And we have 10 pilots in the Austin area using it. Our API, to be licensed to app developers, especially in fintech. We have a neobank, Rethink, who has signed already an MOU. And we have talked with Capital One CTO's second in command. We had a follow-up meeting with their mobile architects and product managers. We also have engaged interest as a white-label developer, Praxent and DoD Prime Khaki, to integrate our PUA into their apps. And we have advanced discussions with First Republic Bank and University Federal Credit Union. Our primary focus, again, is licensing our PUA API to enterprises, targeting fintech. Our secondary, we have the PUA demonstration messaging app application, Invisible Ink, that we look to monetize later for small and medium businesses. Our secondary market is to partner with companies that serve the identity and privilege access management space. We have already early talks with some of them, with Thales, Ping Identity, and Okta. Our technology is highly scalable in markets, devices, and services of high trust environments. To highlight a few, we can expand into verticals like government, military, and health tech. We are developing a prototype for a desktop solution. And in terms of services, we are looking forward to have document signing with a perfect assurance that only the authenticated person is not only accessing by viewing the document, but also signing it. As mentioned before, we have the demonstrator app in the App Store. It's free for now. We released the API for iOS and Android, and a couple of companies are going to test them. After we get funded, we will accelerate the development of the Android app and create the enterprise version of the app with added functionalities like user management, document signing, etc. We will also finish the desktop solution that will open the market funnel. And we have several revolutionary ideas for IoT and hyper-secure firmware. Our total market is huge, as our technology is infrastructure and can be used in any application, in any device. But we are focusing our sum in fintech apps in the US. Projected revenues include the enterprise app in 2023 and the desktop mount camera by 2024 and 2025. We are asking for $2 million with an $8 million cap as a safe convertible note. We are trying to close this round by Q1 2022, and the use of funds are listed there. For any questions or inquiries, feel free to reach out to myself or our CEO. For more information, you can also visit our website, and feel free to download our demonstrator app, Invisible Ink. The QR is there on the screen, is included.